Okay, here we go. Today is game number 5. Will the Montreal Canadiens live to see another day, or will today be the final contest of their 24-25 endeavors? We will figure all that out and more later this evening. But for right now, because I want to get some good vibes going out there, let's talk about some comments. I actually do have a busy morning here Wednesday, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have the time to properly make a pre-game video with all the notes that we have available to us for game number 5, but I am pre-recording this video the day before. We do need to get some commentary out there on something after all. And what better way to get the good vibes going than to talk about some of the young guys that we are extremely excited for. Let's talk today about 2024 Habs first-rounder Ivan Demidov and 2023 Habs first-rounder David Reinbacher, because both of these guys had some fairly significant commentary over the past few days that I thought was interesting to dive into. Starting out with Ivan Demidov. Firstly, I have to say, one of the concerns that I had about Demidov from yesterday's show was his role on the Montreal Canadiens power play. If you hadn't seen it, yesterday, Patrik Laine did return to Habs practice, so I kind of postured the question as to whether or not Demidov would have his spot on the first power play unit removed. Would there still be that flank option for Cole Caulfield? Would he be on the one-timer Ovi spot, or would Laine get his position reinstated back to him? That ultimately was not the case, as yesterday it was posted about by a bunch of folks covering the Canadiens that the first power play featured Hudson, Suzuki, Caulfield, Slafkovsky, and Ivan Demidov. So even though Laine was back in practice, hey, guess what? Seems like our predictions were correct. It's going to be Mike Matheson who is going to be feeding this guy left, right, and center, and not Lane Hudson. Hudson's going to be receiving passes and dishing passes out to Ivan Demidov, which will inevitably lead to a bunch of assists and goals scored by Suzuki, Caulfield, or Slafkovsky. One of the three. That seems to be the way the power play has been functioning the past little while here. Ivan Demidov on the first unit is extraordinary, and it's great because Demidov, the man himself, also spoke out about being on that first power play unit. Take a look at this comment from Demidov the other day. "It's helping me feel more confident," he says, about being part of Habs PP1. I think we're really starting to understand here that when Demidov is feeling it, when he's feeling the way the game flows and he's responding to how it's all going down, when he's fully locked in, oh boy, this guy is a puck-protecting, playmaking, space-creating machine, and he's somebody that draws so much attention to himself when he has the puck on his stick and he decides to go for a little bit of a skate, he decides to hold on to it. All the opposition team members just get focused on what Demidov is going to do, and that's the commanding respect that you see out of the way Demidov handles himself on the ice. Folks know that he is talented, they know he's capable, that's why they all lock in on him, which gives him that opportunity to maybe shimmy-shammy his way down the boards and then throw it out in front for a Yaroslavkovsky one-timer. It's a magnificent way to just react to the game, and folks are giving him the space that he needs to dominate, because they know that if they get too close, they can get embarrassed with a dangle or two. Might I remind you, this Game 5 that Demidov is going to play, it's like his 7th NHL game ever. And he's already a staple on the first power play unit, and we are already seeing him make a significant contribution to the Habs and their forward core. The fans love it. They're cheering their heads off. All of us at home watching this guy, he brings butts out of seats, and that is all you want to see out of literally the best forward prospect the Habs have had since Guy Lafleur. Demidov also spoke about the playoff atmosphere by Habs fans at the Bell Center. So amazing, I will say. It's crazy. So definitely a different response than what we had seen out of Alex Ovechkin the other day, saying that the Washington arena is pretty similar, how there may not be too many unique qualities about the Bell Center and their fans. I know, Alvy, you're just trying to play the mind games. He's a big guy and he's going to be taking people's heads off in the games, but he's definitely putting a target on his back with those fighting words. Habs fans are going to let him hear it, I guess, but let's shift gears over from the playoffs and the Capitals and the series over here to what's going on in Laval. Because I wanted to turn your attention to an article published on rgresponsiblegambling.org. This was posted by Marco D'Amico. It's a really good dive into David Reinbacher, and it was posted yesterday. Every game I can play right now is a bonus for me. Reinbacher is building towards a future with the Montreal Canadiens. This will be linked in the description, but I wanted to go out there and read some of the commentary that Reinbacher has provided for his season and just where he is right now. He's embraced the pressure and the energy that comes with playoff hockey. For a young player working to find his footing in the AHL, there's no better proving ground than meaningful games down the stretch. He understands how valuable this time is, not only for his development, but for building the habits that will define his pro career. Really big. Those are really important games, Reinbacher said. Every game I play right now is a bonus for me. I'm feeling really good. Yeah, ready to go. I'm really happy. I'm feeling better than before, so I'm confident that I can bring some good energy. This is where the article dives into Reinbacher's assertive play and how he's needed to work hard to regain following his injury. I mean, I just try to take what the game gives me and take the opportunities, and if something opens up, I'm jumping in. I just need to play with confidence. He also says that the injury that he had sustained recently was to the same knee that was injured last time, but everything does feel good now. Let's go over to some comments made by Rocket coach Pascal Vincent on David Reinbacher and what he's been doing. He isn't just surviving games, he's actively growing within them. Pascal Vincent made it clear that Reinbacher is being encouraged to take ownership of his game and show more of the offensive instincts that made him a top prospect. I encourage him to play his game. We know he has that offensive ability, and he's showing it more and more when he's on the ice at even strength. And of course, on the power play. We know he can bring offense to the group, and his transition game is already quite refined. It may not be as flashy as others, but he's got the freedom to express himself on the ice, and he's showing that he can play at both ends. Reinbacher said here that learning to play while injured, it's been a little bit of an adjustment, but there are small details. That's a big key if you want to do your job properly. And when you take care of those details, it makes the lives of the other four guys on the ice way easier. If you stick to your game and really dial in, those small details are what helps you win. In the D-zone for me, it's about winning puck battles. That's the biggest thing. That's the job, right? You want to win the puck and start clean breakouts to put your forwards in the best position to attack. It's about winning more battles, improving my positioning, and having my stick in the right place, and I'm confident that I'll be ready to take that step. Now, there are a whole bunch of other comments here. It's a really long article, so big shout out over to Marco D'Amico, but I wanted to focus on one particular thought that Reinbacher provided here. Looking ahead, Reinbacher remains focused on the moment but isn't shy about looking to the future. Watching other Canadiens prospects make headlines, including standout D-man Lane Hutson, has only fueled his excitement about what's to come. We were texting each other the last little bit. He loves hockey, and watching him, it's just something special, said Reinbacher of Hutson. What he's been creating this season has been amazing, so I'm really happy for him. I'm happy for the whole organization. They're in the playoffs now, and we get a step closer to where we want to get as an organization. Hopefully one day, we can play together. Oh boy. I like the sound of that. I don't know about you. Hutson Reinbacher first pair. Gooley and, who's on the second pair? Who would you put there? Logan Mailloux? Is he the guy that you want to have on your right side, second pair, long term? I guess, no, Carrier. Carrier's still going to be there, I guess, right? If you really wanted to have that, and I guess Matheson still exists as well. But anyways, let's skip past the hypothetical 2027, 2028 line combos and just talk about Reinbacher for a bit. The guy's been doing pretty well. And from his solid play in the AHL, coming back like he hadn't lost a step from the injury, it obviously is a great sign to see. He's been racking up some points here for the Rocket, and ultimately, if Reinbacher pans out to a guy who has that same Mo Seider type mold, top prospect taken in the draft, and he has that impact in Montreal, oh boy, From Hudson to Demidov to Reinbacher. Is that 3 Calder finalists in multiple years? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about these comments from Demidov and Reinbacher. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.